to plan is actually planning to fail. Do you always end up taking the wrong financial decisions? If you can avoid these 10 financial mistakes in 2023, trust me, 2023 will be far better than 2022. Hello and welcome back to Freedom English channel. This is Sanara. First, let us understand what is financial planning. In simple words, you should know how to manage your finance. If you manage it wisely, you can achieve all your dreams and goals. And apart from that, you can overcome any financial barriers. So basically, it is a method and you have to apply it for long term. Once it is properly done, your future is financially secure. And that is called financial planning. When it comes to finance, most of us, or I would say all of us, commit mistakes. So in this video, I am going to tell you 10 financial mistakes which you should avoid in 2023. And if you do that, your 2023 will be very nice financially when compared to 2022. Before I jump into the video, if you are not subscribed to our channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon. First mistake, investing without a purpose. When we think of investment, two things comes to our mind. One, we want to start it because we can save taxes using few. And two, we want to grow our money. But these two shouldn't be your only focus. When you think of investing, you should also know why you're investing. I mean, link a purpose to it. Example, retirement. You can invest in NPS, this is long term. If you want to buy a bike, you need money for the down payment. You can invest in RD, this is short term. So basically, any investment you're planning to start should have a purpose linked to it. And when this is done, you will know the time frame which you should opt, the risk appetite which you have to take, and you can also opt the right investment instruments in order to get the right returns out of it. Second one, leaving your credit report unmonitored for a long time. What actually happens here? That person will not know his or her credit score. Let us assume a person is here, an emergency situation arises. He is in need of 2 lakhs. He is not too much stressed because he approaches the bank, he applies for the loan. But to his surprise, the loan gets rejected. Why? What happened here? His credit score was low and he was unaware that it was low. In order to avoid such situations, make sure you check your credit report and always be aware about your credit score, because credit score is something which every lender sees when you're applying for loan. So in case if it has gone down, make sure you bring it up by doing the required things. Third one, defaulting on repayments of credit card or EMI payments. We have taken money, we have to repay them. We are skipping or we are becoming a defaulter by not paying it on time. What happens here? Our credit score will go down. Our credit worthiness will go down. So basically, when you are in need of an essential loan like home loan or car loan, you approach a bank and they say a big no there. Why? Because your credit score is low. So make sure you pay all these things on time, because most of us can buy a house or a car by taking a loan. But when our credit score is low, we cannot do it. And these are essential loans which some time or the other will come in our life. So play it safe, keep your credit score high and pay all your repayments on time. Fourth mistake, getting too many credit cards into our life. We actually think having a lot of credit cards is like having good flow of money. And we have money in our fingertips when we have credit cards. But we have to remember one thing. It is not your money which you are using. You are actually borrowing it. So you have to repay. 1. If a situation arises and you have actually borrowed so much of money from the credit card, but you don't have sufficient money to repay it, you will be in a complete debt trap. So if you have one credit card and you actually know how to use it to the maximum potential, this credit card will be your good friend. But or in case, if you're using one credit card to repay the other credit card bill and you keep doing it or you overspend using all these credit cards, you will fall into a debt trap. Your credit score will go low. And again, if you want to take a loan, you will be not eligible. So make sure you have one credit card and you use it to the maximum potential. Fifth mistake, inability to manage debt, savings and investment. This is a main thing which we should keep in our mind. When we have debts, if we start saving and investing, the returns what we get from investment might feed the debts which you have taken. So first thing what you have to do here is repay your debts. Side by side, start saving. Once you have a surplus money, you can start investing. And that too in investment instruments according to the risk appetite which you can take. Sixth one, compounding is very powerful. Don't underestimate it. Most of the people who have made money by investing have opted this tool. This is a simple tool but a very powerful tool. So make sure you understand how this really works. So you get returns on the capital amount which you have invested, and the interest which is getting generated again gives you interest. So this is how it works. So when you understand how this works and the instrument which you can invest, you can actually make a lot of money. Seventh one, leaving insurance out of your financial planning. Insurance is actually your best friend, I would say, because life always doesn't happen the way we plan. But we should be prepared for the unexpected. And how can you do that? You should get insurance into your life. When you have insurance on place, if anything happens, your dreams and goals will be protected. And of course, if there are people who are financially dependent on you, they will be safe as well. So in case if you have not taken any insurance in 2022, make sure to start taking it on 2023. Eighth mistake, making retirement plan, but not keeping inflation in mind. I'll ask you a question here. When you were in 10th grade, maybe your mom and dad were earning 30,000. You were comfortably living then. But now, after 10 years, you are earning. What if you get the same 30,000 in your hand? Will you be living the same comfortable life? You will give me an answer, and that will be no. So, when you're planning your retirement, which is 20 or 25 years later, always keep inflation in your mind. Because the people who are planning their retirement to be in 2022, who have been saving money from past 20-25 years, feel that whatever they have saved is not enough because of inflation. Remember that there always will be an increase in prices, and whatever you save should match what is needed in the future. Ninth one, we all know emergency fund is important, but we ignore it. What actually happens here? When we get a salary in our hand, we know we have to repay our debts. We have our EMIs, we have our other expenditures, and then we have the amount in our hand which is for us, which we use to fulfill our wishes, our desires and everything. But when I say from this money keep a little bit for your emergency fund, you would feel I only have 5,000 in my hand which I can spend for the month. If I keep 1,000 there, I actually will be left only with 4,000, and I have to sacrifice few of my wants in order to do that. So let me avoid it and maybe start emergency fund from next month or when I get a hike. When you're not ready to sacrifice your wants now in order to start that emergency fund, when a tough time rises like COVID-19 or recession, you will be in trouble. So it is fine if some wants or desires are not met, because you can actually get it done once you make a lot of money. Now, when you get your salary, make sure you keep a little bit for emergency fund and start building it. Last and 10th mistake. We all know investment is important, and we all know having tax-saving investment instruments is a plus. But when we plan to do this in a short notice, we end up messing it up. So for 2023, make sure you have a complete plan. What are the investments you're going to do? Where are you going to invest? How much are you going to invest, and how it is going to benefit you? So in this video, we have seen 10 financial mistakes. These mistakes will be committed by most of us. It is a basic thing. We think that this is not important, but these simple things actually will be the foundation to get our finances on place. So make sure you understand all these mistakes, and of course, do the right things in order not to commit the same. And with this point, I end my video. But in case if you want to know more about personal finance, go ahead, install our app and register yourself. We have 1,000+ courses available. We have mentors who are going to teach you from A to Z, which means you just listen to the mentor, understand what they are telling, implement the same in your life and change your life. With this point, I finished my video. In case if you like this video, give a thumbs up, and if you feel it will be beneficial for others, go ahead and share. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe to the channel.